I started on my first prototype on this basically in October of 2018. So that was like the first spark of wanting to do a D&D Planescape Torment game, sort of like see if I could do that myself. And I couldn't. I didn't have the skills at the time. But then I tried to do a prototype, completely failed, and I was like, well, I can't do an RPG by myself because I'm specifically bad at doing combat. I can't handle the combat aspect of it, and you cannot sell a role-playing game without combat. That's just not possible in like CRPG genre. And then so I scrapped that entire project, the Ebb RPG project as I call it. And then 3 months later, Disco Elysium comes out, and they don't have traditional combat. They managed to do everything that's amazing about CRPGs and fix a bunch of problems that I had with it when it comes to like interactive storytelling in general. And they did it without doing traditional combat, and that inspired me to the point where I was like, okay, cool. A bit foolhardy probably to be able to say, well, I could do that by myself in my dark room. So I sat and for about 3-4 more years and did that. Just did prototypes by myself on the sideline while I was doing a bunch of freelancing gigs, some app development stuff, some writing. And eventually, after slamming my head against the keyboard for literally years, it eventually turned into something that was good enough to kind of show people. And that was in 2022. And ever since then, that's when I ran out of gigs to actually get a job. So I tried getting a normal job. I couldn't find a job because of the economy, I guess. And lucky me, because instead what I did was I burned all my savings for years, still looking for a job, mind you, and just kept working on this thing on the side, which eventually then turned into something that was actually functional. And it's part luck, of course, and it's part just the fact that I'm extremely stubborn. But it took basically kind of 8 years of development.